Going live. Ah, I've done it. So I hope you can see me now, but can you see me now? You are live. Hello, Fats Lazy. Hello, motorhome leaks. Yes, we can see you. We can see you now. Good. Okay. Right. Well, first of all, I want to say Pat has been ill for the last 2 days. So she's not able to take part in this. I'm sorry about that. Sound is still off. Oh, God. Sound is still off. Wait a minute, mic. Microphone, it says it's on. Turned mode only. Speedy record. Thank you, Fatsy Lazy. Can you hear me now? Oh, Pat's better soon. Yes, sound is okay. Oh, good. Oh, wow. It's a bit stressful, this. Good, I've sorted it. Right. So, I'm dependent on you now, whatever it is you want to say to me. So I'm just waiting for it sound. You're doing great. Thank you. Anything you wanted to ask us, or I don't know if there is. What's your plans for the rest of the year? Well, hopefully, we're planning to just continue doing what we're doing now, which is being out for 3 weeks. On the last day that we're out, which will be this coming Friday, we order the tablets, Pat's tablets, online. And then on Monday, next Monday, the first day of the following week, we go back to our daughters in Leeds. We spend a week at our daughters, and Pat's tablets are delivered to our daughters. We spend a week there, and then we go off again. That is the plan, to just keep doing that ad infinitum until Christmas, and then we usually spend a bit longer at Tracy's. No, we're not still at Hornsey. We moved from Hornsey this morning, and we're now at Snainton, which is inland from Scarborough. We're 9 miles inland from Scarborough, on a lovely little CL, with a hookup, £15 a night. Really nice site. And there's a fantastic pub in the village. I had a walk this afternoon and found the pub, and they do good food. So we'll probably be paying them a visit. Yeah, Scarborough, brilliant. But I mean, we come from round here, like, we just know Scarborough like back of his hand. And it'll be busy. We need to wait a bit. what a great Fiona Bander. What a great life you're having travelling around. Yeah, we are. I think we've had us problems like, but everybody does. Yeah, worked hard all my life, so this is what we want to do. I mean, I must admit, I've dragged Pat behind me. Pat would never have volunteered to do this. She's giggling a bit in the background. Hello, Mary Fennell. Hello, Mary. Nice to hear from you. What motorhome do you have? Motorhome Leaks asks. It's a Bessacar E560 with a fixed bedded back. 2007. I call it twat because it's been a twat ever since I bought it. So yeah, problems are part of the enjoyment, are they? And they're definitely part of it. I don't know whether they're part of the enjoyment. Motorhome Leaks, nice one. Did I say something? That was nice. Yeah. Thank you, whoever you are, you people who are subscribing and have come here now tonight. Thank you very much for taking the time and trouble to do this. It's the first time I've ever done such a thing. Motorhome Leaks. Well, for the last 35 years of my working life, I was a piano tuner. We lived in Lincolnshire. We moved to Lincolnshire in 1984 in a village called Waddingham, and Pat was a French polisher. We had a workshop and we rebuilt pianos, completely rebuilt them, like you would, a car. They were all old pianos that we rebuilt. And I had a tuning round. After Pat got ill, it would have been around about 97, I stopped. We closed the workshop down and I just concentrated on piano tuning then, because Pat was too ill for French polishing, his hard work. And it were all hand finished. Well, none of this spray stuff. It were all done with shellac polish and a rubber and the rest of it. Our adventures of sharing them with us. Oh, that's John. No, you're welcome, John. Mary Fennell, you love following us. Great, yeah. Well, it'd be hopeless if we didn't have someone following us. Look. Love your little stories. There'll be plenty of them. I've got loads. I mean, I've had a checkered career, checkered life. And there's a lot of interesting things that have happened to me over the years. Have you been north of the border much? Only say so because there are loads of places where it is legal to wild camp. Yeah, we 1 year we did the east coast of Scotland and we loved it. We really liked the east coast when we wild camped in all the harbours where they had an honesty box, 10 quid a night, and we absolutely loved it. Going up to the only thing we didn't like is the pubs don't have much atmosphere in Scotland somehow. I don't know. Maybe you won't agree, but we found the clubs to be a bit, I don't know what the word is. We went on the west coast of Scotland, right up, went over into the Isle of Skye. We got the ferry from Mallaig and went round the Isle of Skye and right up to John O'Groats. And I've got a really funny story I could tell you about a pub there. not in John O'Groats, but not far off. But we didn't like the west coast of Scotland. Can you believe that? We just found it too barren and lifeless. We just got sick of the sight of mountains and lakes. Yeah, I mean, in Yorkshire, you've got cows and sheep and people, farmers in tractors, and there's life in the landscape. Whereas we just found the landscape on the west coast of Scotland to be dead. We liked the southwest of Scotland. That's really nice around the southwest coast. We really enjoyed that. When we did the southwest, we only had the camper van. We didn't have the motorhome. John Trevor, like your little poems too. Thank you. Yeah. Actually, those poems are songs. You won't believe it, but I used to play in a punk rock band, and I wrote all the songs. And these poems were really songs. When I played in the band, I have written some since then. Border pubs are okay as they are. They are full of the English or the border pubs. Yeah, North Berwick. We wild camped on the beach at North Berwick one year. That were really nice. And I did a drawing of North Berwick. I really liked North Berwick. And actually, we went into the golf course near where you park. Had a drink in there. Much prefer the east coast of Scotland. Better climate and beautiful. Absolutely. Yeah. Loved Gardenstown. That were brilliant. We were in Gardenstown on a Sunday morning, and it were amazing because all these people dressed like 1950s, all dolled up, all in the Sunday clothes, were all coming out of the chapels. It was like being back in the 1950s. Amazing place, that. Hi, Trevor and Pat. Love your videos. So inspiring, brave, and admire you guys. Can you make them a little longer? I'm afraid I can't, because, like you might know, we operate on a very small budget. We really do. I don't have the wherewithal. I don't have the equipment to be able to make longer videos, and I don't have the connection service to be able to handle the memory, the massive amounts of memory that would be involved. And some of these videos that I upload take 20 minutes to upload, mind you. Maybe you think that's note. But also, I don't want to get flash. It's just basic, just down, not. There are brilliant videos out there that I've watched, and they're amazing. I like watching Roman and Raymond, and they make lovely videos. They're really professionally done. I don't really have any desire to get into that. Just want to make these little vlogs about what we're doing.
Do them every day, don't you?
Do them every day, though. A lot of people, when they do longer blogs, don't upload every day, whereas I upload these little blogs every day. And I don't know, I think that's nice, that, to do that. Love you taking us on your adventures. Thanks for that. You're welcome. That's Tom Murtag. I think you're abroad, aren't you? I don't know. I might be getting you mixed up with someone else. 22 people showing on my screen. Wow. Less is more, Trevor. Yeah. Think so. Roman in Raymond. Hiya! Oh, yeah. Glad to have you here. You could do this. Blue Dog. We enjoy watching your videos and the reviews of the campsites you visit. Yeah, well, it's handy to know what they're like in case you fancy visiting them yourself. You know, that's what I think. Glad you're keeping it as it is. Far too many drone shots on YouTube. Yeah, I couldn't afford a drone, or as I say, all the memory, everything that's involved. But you can watch Roman in Raymond, fabulous drone shots. Yeah, their videos are brilliant. These are mine. They'll never be proper professional videos. They'll just be pretty basic, and giving us a great idea for when we retire. Yeah. Well, if I hadn't sold up, or if we hadn't sold up, I mean, I worked until I was 69 and a half. And if I hadn't sold up, I'd have just vegetated. We couldn't, with what we had in savings, which wasn't much, and what we would have earned, on what I earn on the pension. I mean, I might have been able to claim benefits and all that. I don't know what it would have worked out at, but I didn't want to hang about. I've been on the run all my life. Honestly, I've been on the run all my life. From banality, I think. I sometimes get in conversations with people who've lived in one place all their life, and it's really interesting. But I wouldn't like to do that. I get bored. I just want to move on, and that's why I love just moving around like we do. Enjoy your little videos as they are. Some can be. Tina B, I love your artwork. You've mentioned my art before, Tina. Thank you. Visited your website the other day. I've fallen in love with your line drawings. Line drawing of a sheep. Oh yeah, Texel, the Texel sheep. That was in a little village in Lancashire. Lower Cockden. That's a little CL down there, cheap. And I went for a walk, and these massive black clouds were coming over, and I was dashing back to get back to camper before I got wet through. And there was this hill, and this sheep was higher up and grazing, totally oblivious of the impending storm. And it just looked a great shot, and I took a picture of it, and I did that drawing of it. I'm glad you like it. It's a Texel, is that sheep. Check out Travel Trolls. I think they are currently reviewing a device that massively boosts your signal for uploads and downloads. Yeah, you might know I recently had a massive MOT bill. 800 quid MOT bill. So I ain't spending nothing other than what we draw as money out every Monday from the bank at an hole in the wall, and that's got to last us all week, and there's no more. I'm not spending anything on anything at the moment because I need to recover from that horrendous bill that I got. Can we see more of your artwork? People, I've spent a small fortune over the years marketing my art. Everybody says I'm very talented, but not enough people buy my art. There's not enough interest. And when I first started on YouTube, I mean, I've done Facebook, Instagram, I have done the lot. Had an Etsy shop, you name it. I'm currently got the shop on Fine Art America. And that's coming up for renewal. I don't even know whether I'm going to renew it because I never sell out. And whenever I put any drawings on here, no one's interested. It gets the less. You look down all my videos, the ones where I've shown drawings, zilch. Nobody's interested. It's a shame because one of the reasons we did this, sold up to come on the road, well, I used to do drawings everywhere we went, both either pen drawings or pastel drawings. I packed it in. I just don't do any more because nobody's interested in them. Neil Scholes in Morecambe on our travels listening. Hello, Neil, you're in Morecambe. Another thing that you see, every little thing reminds me. Yeah, Morecambe, God. I won't. I could get into a little story there, but I won't. Have you, John Trafford, have you thought about ending your videos with one of your songs? You mean a poem? No way I'm singing. One of your songs, while we can see your artwork, you may sell some. Well, some of my poems are very obscure. I've recited some of the simple ones. Some of them get very.
Do the one you did for Tracy when she was little.
The one for Tracy that I wrote about a penguin. There's a little one for you that I wrote for my daughter when she was small. It's about a penguin. The penguin is a silly bird, for on the land he looks absurd. But don't think the penguin has no pride, for in the water he can glide with grace and beauty. That would be the envy of you and me. Yeah, there's just a little poem about penguins. That's Pat, you see, she's contributing. She's out of sight, don't want to be seen, but she's listening. That may thought about. All right, John Trafford, that may have been early days. As your viewing numbers grow, your potential buyers will see them. Yeah. Do you know, it's a bit Pavlovian. I just trying to sell me art. It's been so demoralising. I got so demoralised by it. Every time I think of it, it's like Pavlov's dogs, you know. I just feel that nausea, that nauseous feeling when I think about it, John. It'll take some getting over, really. I don't know. I'll think a lot about all that. No, travelling through society, would you ever consider travelling to Europe? Pat is not well. She hasn't been well for a long time. There's no way we would get insurance to go abroad. I've said to another subscriber in the past, we don't even have a passport. In fact, I did get a temporary passport in 1985 when I actually worked in France, and I actually made a live video, but I think it was on Facebook, I don't know, about, did I ever tell you when I tuned a piano on the Champs-Élysées? Yeah, I did. I tuned a piano on the Champs-Élysées in Paris, but that's another escapade, another part of my life, and that was the only time since I came out of the army in 1970, and Pat and I were out in Germany together. And when we come back in 1970, I never had a passport since. And I did get that temporary passport when I worked in France, but I didn't like it, so I didn't carry on. I don't really want to go abroad either. I don't think I could afford it. I know people say the sites are cheaper, but it takes a lot to get there. And I don't know. I'm an Englishman, mate. I'm a Brit. This is my country. I want to see it. I just want to stay here and see Britain and see every nook and cranny on it. I haven't seen half on it yet.
Even places we've known all his life, we're finding things there that we haven't seen before.
Pat speaking in the background, she says even places where we've been all his life, we're starting to find things in them that we never knew existed before. So yeah, there's plenty to see in England, and you've got to tough it out in the winters. When the winters come, we've endured some mighty winds, but I must say, since we've been doing it, I mean, since 2018, I don't really think we've had a bad winter. I think not where we freeze up. So we've been fortunate. I think if it got really bad, so we were all freezing up, I think we might well go back to Tracy's and bottle out. But so far, every winter we've survived winds and rain and whatever, and frost. We've had frost, but we've never had it really bad. Well done, Pat. Now then, Roger Manley from Leeds United. I've got a few poems from my time in the Navy. Can't repeat that. What, like Eskimo Nell, you mean, and stuff like that. Oh dear. You both look very young for your age. Well, if I look young for my age, that's down to Pat, because she's looked after me for 52 years. So if I look young, it's down to her, because she's just absolutely a magic wife, you know. Pat,
Yeah.
you looked really young up until a year ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, could have been my daughter.
To get away, not that bad.
But she's lost a lot of weight lately, and lost that youthful look, really. That she really did look youthful. I mean, she's 70. Yeah, but thank you. There's so much to see in this wonderful country of ours, Mary Fennell. Yeah, don't want to go abroad either. I mean, people. Funnily enough, one of the people I watch on YouTube, me and Pat watch him every morning, is Nomadic Fanatic, Eric, from Nomadic Fanatic, and he's in America. I also watch the Cat Lady, and she's in British Columbia. There's I think there's someone else abroad and all. So, you know, I'm not against being abroad, but I personally don't want to go. But you know, I know I used to meet people in the old days when we had the caravan, and they used to go in September and stay till April, and I really envied them, like doing that, staying all winter. But I was still working in them days. Yeah, very complimentary about Pat. Yeah. Can't say enough about Pat. She's brilliant. Behind every great man, there's a great woman. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm the ribs, Pat's the backbone. Yeah. Yeah, I've caught up.
You've caught up.
Yeah. Have I missed any? Is that it then? Has it ended? Don't know if they end automatically or what. Are you still there or not? I wonder if we've lost. Oh. They've all gone, Trevor. There it says. They've all gone. Okay. All right.
Bye.
Do you think I should wind it up now then?
Yeah.
Been on long enough?
Yeah.
Pat does. Okay. He's still here. Roger Madeline, John Trafford, still here. I'm thinking must be something on the telly. Tina's still there. Have you ever thought about going to any meetings with other fellow YouTubers? It's great for sharing subscribers. Well, you're looking at a Billy No, mates, I'm afraid. I don't think I'm very sociable. Like being on my own. We like being on our own, don't we, Pat? We're just loners, sad loners that you read about. Hope. Right, hope this won't be your last live feed. It's been great. Oh, good. Okay. I was looking for you. I was looking up. John Trafford, I was looking up your YouTube recommendations. I don't know what they are, John. YouTube recommendations. I've no idea what that is. Late to party, but Montbrain, late to party, believe it or not, you two are an inspiration. Why? Because we're old duffers wandering around in England. Tina B, enjoyed listening to you. Thank you, Tina. We never go to meets, boring. The Black Isle is nice on the east coast. The Black Isle. Where's that, Roger? The Black Isle. I'm not sure where Black Isle is. John Trevor, thanks so much for sharing your adventures with us. You're welcome, John. You got 30 at your highest. Okay. You know what? I had to do this lot, John, don't you? I won't have a clue. True society. Yes, we agree. Keep doing the live. You're a natural at it. The cat lady, yeah. Yeah, the cat lady. She lives in a van. She actually lived in a car for 2 years, I think, or 1 year, and worked. She's not old. She's a youngish girl, and she lives in a van that she's converted, a transit van that she's converted to send with a cat, and travels. She lives in it all the time. She still has to work, but I don't know whether she will in future because she's got a lot of followers and she's on Patreon and all. So whether she's earning enough to do it all the time now, I don't know. But she's in, top half, kind of, what did I say it was? British Columbia, yeah. She's interesting. Keep doing. Would be great to see you do some sketch work on a video. Yeah, I tried doing them when I were on Facebook and that, and the time-lapse thing, I couldn't make it. Well, I had to divide the videos into about 3 or 4 videos and upload them separately. So I did try that. Still didn't sell now. Doing the see you do some Roger Madeley, Scotland. Roger Madeley says Scotland. Why did you say that? I tell you, Roger, I've got a forgettery, not a memory. I am a clue. I forget everything. Maybe I said something. I don't know. Black Isle is lovely. Just past Inverness. Black Isle. Okay. I'll have to have a look for that. Is it on the map as Black Isle? Now then, True Society, what's your favourite place to visit in the UK? Do you know, we ask ourselves that. Time we outnumber. And I don't know. There isn't anywhere that I like especially. Is anywhere where you like especially, Pat?
In England?
Yeah.
Um,
Where we like especially.
no, I don't think so.
There isn't really. No. We go to obscure places that nobody goes to and find them lovely.
We like Sutton-on-Sea.
So nice to see you. Oh God, we watched a video. I watched a YouTube thing done by somebody, and they went to Sutton-on-Sea, and I couldn't believe it. It was deserted. This was on Bank Holiday weekend, and he really was down. He was really down on poor old Sutton-on-Sea, and I could see that they'd gone to a lot of trouble because when we sold up, we initially bought a static caravan as a base so that I could register Pat with a doctor, but we hated it, and that wasn't far from Sutton-on-Sea. We only kept it 18 months, less 15 months I think we kept it. I lost a packet on that. It were a lovely, were a Pemberton, beautiful static it was, overlooking the 6th fairway of a golf course. It sounds brilliant, doesn't it? But you see, we didn't fit in there either. We don't fit in anywhere else. Wherever we go, we don't fit in. We didn't fit in there, so we left. It didn't work. That Tracy says, use my place as a base, and that's what we did. It's a pity we didn't do that in first place. I'd have saved me sense and brass. Come down south for the winter, John Trafford says. Yeah, well, that's usually when we go to these places that are busy. We wait while the end of the season, beginning of the season and the end of the season. And that's when we never see nice places when they're all sunny and warm. All these nice places, they're all freezing cold when we go because we have to wait for everybody to bugger off. Hopefully we'll be coming south when cold weather's here, when they've all gone. There's a caravan camping club site on the Black Isle called Rosemarkie. Is it a club site or a CL? We don't go on club sites. We can't afford club sites. So many nice places in the UK. Roger Mad, I used to know a tramp in Pompeii. And he used to emigrate up to the smoke. He used to emigrate up to the smoke for winter. The smoke. So he's in Pompeii. Is that in Italy? Showing me ignorance here. Up to the smoke for the winter. To keep, well, I often think I'll wind up as a tramp. It's like a gravitational feed. It's like it draws, I think. Every time I see a night of the road, I think I'll finish up like that one day. London, no chance. No chance. Yes, it's a club site, but that is where the Black Isle is. There may be sales on the Isle. Sales on the Isle. There'd have to be a CL. Can't afford the club sites. I always upset them on club sites anyway. I'm about to do something wrong. Portsmouth. Yeah, I've never been to Portsmouth. Only when I worked in Portsmouth. I used to get the ferry from when I worked in France, or in the 80s. Might have been Portsmouth, London. No, not London. Portsmouth. There's 3 Portsmouths there, Pat.
Is there?
Yeah. No pets. No pets. And apart from what else, I've got asthma, and a pet in here just send me. No pets. Sorry. The smoke is London. All right. The smoke is London. There you are, you see. What, he went from Pompeii to London? What? Wow. Pompeii is Portsmouth. Pompey. Oh, Pompey. Yeah, of course it is. Pompey is Portsmouth. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, dear. A child in the street. I am. Come down to sunny Devon here, Mary. That's where you live down there, isn't it? Been glorious here today. Been glorious here, you know. And the cycle race, Tour of Britain, comes right past my house. What, today? It came, what is Tour of Britain on? Didn't know. We don't watch news. We have no idea what is going on in the world, hardly, me and Pat. We're like recluses. We don't participate. Guz is Plymouth, is it? Okay. Hooray, yeah, I got it at last. Yeah, I know. Bit thick. Right. What time is it? 10 to 8. I've been on here nearly. Mind you, it took a while to get going. I didn't know how to do it. I thought when I booked the thing on the, I don't know, the live stream thing, I just thought it had turned into live at the time. I didn't realise I'd have to go into a live thing and start again. If you're born in Plymouth, you are a Janner. That reminds me of Kent. When I was at agricultural college, they said, what's the difference between a man from Kent and a Kentish man? I never did find out. Something to do with river, which side of river you were born on. This was quite a success. Thank you. Time goes fast when you are enjoying yourself. Maybe next month you can do another. Okay, yeah. All right. That's what they call Plymouthians. Is that Janners? Janner. Up the Janners. Really? I have never heard that. Yeah. Right, we're going to wind it up. All right, been on nearly an hour. We'll wind it up and I'm going to end it. So, thank you. All you who subscribe to my channel and follow us. And thank you for coming on here tonight. It's been really good. It's not been as, Pat was dreading it. There's a load of things coming up. Essex. I don't know. It's Kent, Essex. I have been to Essex, but I don't know whether that counts. When I was in the army, I drove a tank called a Centurion Ark, and there's only one left, and it's in Chatham. and I've got a photograph of myself standing in front of it. We went down there to see that tank. Now I don't know what county I'm in there at Chatham, but we went all round Sussex and I couldn't cope with it. It was just so busy. We went in November. We went in November. I'm not kidding. During the week, we were on the coast, those coastal resorts down there at the bottom there. I couldn't get parked. It was nose to tail everywhere I went. And there were loads of narrow roads and like unlike narrow roads up here, there's an odd car comes along. Down there they were just coming at me, thick and fast down these narrow roads. Oh, I couldn't get on with that. That Kent and Sussex and all that lot down there. I vowed I'd never go back. Yeah, am I right in that? No, but you have been. Have you been to Bovington Tank Museum? Yes, I've been to Bovington Tank Museum, but they don't have any tanks from the Royal Engineers. I was in the REs, and there was Averies, bridge layers and arcs, the Centurions. I was in Germany from 66 to 70, and that's when I drove a tank. And I went to Bovington to see the arc, and were really frustrated because none of the tanks of the Averies, or the bridge layers or the arc were there. They weren't there. They said you have to go to Chatham to see them. And I didn't go into the museum in Chatham because the arc were outside the front of the museum, and I didn't need to go in. And that's what I went to see. That arc was the arc that I drove. That arc down there at Chatham, that's the arc I drove in between 67 and 70. Yeah. And the chieftains came along. They were introducing the chieftains at the back end of my time out there. I never got involved with the chieftains. They were still the Saints when I left. To you both, keep up the good work. Montbrain, thank you. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Portisham, thank you. Enjoyed your live. No more questions for now. Paul, my
face has gone funny on screen.
My wife's. Yeah, it's getting dark. That's why. That's horrible. Says my father was a tank driver too. Fear not was there. Yeah, right. That's the Royal Tank Regiment. Yeah. Well, I was stationed in Ona in Germany, which was a NATO camp, and the Royal Tank Regiment were there as well, with their gun tanks. Yeah. Well, it would be a great place to revisit, as they always had to their collection. All the best to you both. I'm going to leave now. I'm quite shattered, actually. Quite exhausted. Okay. See you again. Great stuff. Bye.